Hola, welcome to the Crafty Casa. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I have for you guys 4 really easy and affordable DIYs. And starting out with this beautiful pillow. And if you don't know how to sew like I don't worry about it because it's going to be a decorative pillow, so you need no sewing skills whatsoever. We're just going to use hot glue. So go ahead and grab the pillow you're going to be using this pillowcase for and then take some measurements of it. I have this old IKEA pillow that I thought I could use that I no longer use. So simply cut your fabric to the length that you needed and add about 1/2 inch to that measurement. That way you have enough room for you to glue it. So I just turned the fabric inside out to glue it and just pretty much start hot gluing the edge about, I will say about 1/4 inch of the fabric. You want to add some hot glue to that. And I just love the scarecrow print on this fabric. I got it on sale, so you can pretty much go to Hobby Lobby and find any print that you like for fall. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put this pillow in here so I can just hot glue and seal the top of it. And this is, I guess, the most hard part of the pillow because you kind of have to fold both sides of the pillow case and hot glue those together. That way there isn't like a funny edge, if you know what I mean. So just fold both ends and try to hot glue both of them. And this is the final result, this beautiful pillow that I'm going to be putting on the outside swing in my front porch. And moving along for the second DIY, I will be making this beautiful wreath with a ribbon. All this ribbon I got from Dollar Tree, and I regret not buying all of the same type of ribbon. I thought I could make it work with 2 different kinds, but I did like the result. I just wish I would have just decided on one of each, or on one color, not both. But it still turned out beautiful. So the very first thing you want to do is attach a little piece of wire to the outer edge of the wreath, of the wire wreath, and then you want to go ahead and attach the end of your ribbon to it. And I picked out this orangey glittery one, and then one with the like plaid color that has like orangey, browns, and beige colors too. But I started out with this orange one, and what you want to do is that you want to loop it through the very first hole, I guess, or edge of the wreath, and loop it through, and then do the same thing on the next row. Loop it through and just repeat that until you loop it through the 3 holes. And always keep it kind of pinched together so it doesn't like unwind. And then just start over and start from the outer edge again and just loop it through each hole and do the same thing. It's pretty easy, but if you guys want me to do a more in-depth video of these wreaths by using like bigger mesh ribbon, I could definitely do that for you guys. But like I said, just keep on repeating the same thing. And then I switched out to the next type of ribbon, and I ended up using about 6 rolls of this ribbon. And just keep going with this same thing. Just attach it to the wire wreath with some wire, and then just loop it through each little hole, pinch it together, and then at the end you just kind of have to fluff it up to make it a little bit fuller and prettier. But I feel like it's pretty easy to understand. Like I said, just ask me if you want me to make a more detailed video on these wreaths because they are beautiful and they look like they're really complicated, but they're really not. But yeah, I'll just let you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so here I'm pretty much done attaching all of the wreath. As you can see, I did the plaid on the top and then the orangey glitter at the bottom. And I'm going to attach this hello sign that I already had from my front door wreath that I'm going to reuse later on. So I figured it would look pretty on this one too, and I really loved it. I should have just left it the way it was, but I went ahead and I attached this beautiful gold pumpkin at the bottom too using wire. Like I said on my previous video, I really don't like hot gluing stuff down unless it's extremely necessary. For like all of these things I use on like wreaths and stuff, I just like to wire them if possible, that way I can reuse it on other crafts. And attaching this pumpkin, since it was like styrofoam pumpkin, I just simply inserted a piece of wire into the pumpkin itself and it attached pretty good, and then I just simply secured it in the back with the wire, and that's pretty much it, y'all. It really wasn't that hard. And you could definitely make these wreaths way bigger with mesh ribbon too, so here it is. Alright, and DIY number 3, we're going to make these beautiful pumpkin flower arrangements. I purchased 4 pumpkins, and I'm going to paint all of them with this creamy ivory white chalk paint that I've used in other craft projects. And I went ahead and removed the stem off this first one, and then I'm going to be adding this really pretty like gems, or like I just had these little stickers here with like crystals and like pearl looking stickers on them, and I just decorated each pumpkin kind of differently. The first one I did like rhinestones, and then the second one I did just the like pearl looking pieces, and I went like in each of the little creases of the pumpkin and I added those to it. But you can pretty much get as creative as you want with these. And then I just simply reused my flowers for my other flower arrangement that I reused these flowers on, which were the gold ones. And then I just simply inserted those on the top, not hot gluing anything, just inserting them into the pumpkin. Like I said, they're styrofoam, so they're pretty easy to do. On this third one, I actually wanted to put a little initial on the pumpkin, so I had this little stencil with the J on it, and I just Sharpied the inside of it. And then I just kind of put random pieces of the little pearls and the little rhinestones all over it, just scattered them, nothing in particular. And like I said, just get as creative as you want. And like I said, I'm using these flowers from these old centerpieces that I have done in my previous videos, in one of my previous videos, sorry, and just putting those flowers over them. I thought they looked really pretty. The last one, I really didn't know what else to do, so I just added like a little gold trim on the top part of it, and this is what they look like. I feel like they turned out very pretty, elegant and simple. So let's move along to this very last project. This is me changing up my front door wreath from just my summer wreath, which had just greenery and that hello sign that I reused already, and this burlap ribbon. So I purchased all of these little flowers from Dollar Tree. I purchased this like creamy white ones with a little bit of like burlap on them, and a little bit of some orange, and then some of those little branches too. And I started out with the ones I had the most, which were these little cream ones, and I just kind of started going below and above the ribbon and adding these little creamy daisies, I think were called, and they're about the same as the orange ones. I really like these because they're not super vibrant. I love the burnt orange. just adding my little branches here, and just pretty much just to add some more like height and textures to the wreath itself. I thought they turned out pretty. They're like a really light orangey color. And as you can see, I'm really not wiring anything or hot gluing anything. I'm just simply inserting these into the grapevine wreath, which is great. It does great holding these things in. And then these little pumpkins that I painted too came in this little basket that I purchased from the dollar store. And I painted those and inserted them in there with some wire, and this is what it looks like. These are all the projects I did in one day, y'all. I worked really hard on these. I love the wreath. Oh my gosh, those fall colors are beautiful. The pumpkin centerpieces too turned out beautiful. The pillowcase, who would have thought would have turned out that beautiful, and the other wreath also. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these projects. I enjoyed making them for you guys. Please go and follow me on Instagram at thecraftycasa2018, and go and visit me on my Facebook page and give me a like so you can start following me at thecraftycasa. I will see you guys next time. Love ya. Bye.